Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For you, you're welcome. My name is Anissa, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to help this channel grow. If you're a member, you're welcome back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you on how to sew this short step by step. So if you want to know how I do this, keep on watching. First thing I'm doing is just to go ahead to trim up the waist. That's the ½ inch normally we go in down, and later on I'll just go ahead to pin up the crush of the front, and I'm going to do the same thing, pin the crush of the back piece as well. Once I'm done pinning, I'll just take it to the machine and stitch the crush just like so. I'll stitch it 3/4 inch away. That is what I added for my allowance. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing to the back piece. Once I'm done like stitching up the crush, I'll go ahead to trim off the excess fabric. Then now the next thing I want to do is to go ahead now to pin up my dark. Once I'm done pinning, I will take it to the machine. I'm going to stitch, but I'm making sure here that I measured the 4" that I went down to pin it there, so by the time I stitch I'll stop there. I'm going to pin this other side as well. Now I will take it to the machine. I'm going to stitch and stitch to the other side as well. Okay, I'll end right at that 4". Then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Once I'm done, I'll just go ahead to press it up to lay it flat. Once I'm done stitching the crush together, I went ahead to press that up to lay that flat. And the next thing I want to do now is to go ahead. I'm going to be attaching the pocket to the shirt. I will go ahead to place the right side of the pocket facing the right side of the pant. Then I'll go ahead now, put pins there and pin that up to hold it. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side as well. Therefore is pinning the right side facing each other. Then I'll pin it up. After pinning it up, I will take it to the machine. I'll go ahead and stitch ½ inch away. Once I'm done stitching the bucket, this is what it looked like at the right side, you can see, and at the wrong side, this is what it looked like. As you can see, it has that raw edges inside. This is the right time for you to go ahead to zigzag it, or if you want to overlock it, you go ahead to overlock it. Next thing I will do now is to go ahead now. I'm just going to fold the pocket inward. I will press that up to lay that flat. Then I'm going to top stitch to hold it. Okay, now I'll go ahead now just to top stitch. Okay, after top stitch, this is what it look like. As you can see, it's very neat, and I'll do the same thing to the other side. Next thing I want to do now is to go ahead, fold up the pocket inside, then making sure that that 2" that I cut, I'll go ahead now and measure it. Okay, this is the piece that I cut before, which was 2". I'm going to make sure this piece here should be 2". Then when I'm sure, I'll just go ahead now to pin this up to hold that from moving. Okay, I'll do the same thing to the other side. Now you're going to go ahead to watch carefully to see on how I folded the pocket inside. All right, I went ahead to fold it inward like this, while making sure I leave 2". This 2" here like this, making sure it is 2 inch. And when I'm sure that is 2 inch, I'll just go ahead, pin that up to hold it on like I did to the other side of the pocket. Okay, now after doing so, I'll just go ahead, pin it here to hold it up as well. Once I'm done doing so, I want to go ahead to stitch like so. All right, stitch like that. That way the pocket is going to be closer at the downer part. I will do the same thing to the other side of the short. That's for to stitch like this. Please make sure to stitch that downer part of the pocket, the one I showed you before, so your pocket will be closed. If not, you're going to have two big holes inside your short. All right, once I'm done doing so, I'll just go ahead now to take the back piece of my short. I'll just go ahead, face the right side of the, therefore the two right side for both the front facing each other. Then I'll go ahead now to pin up the crush together like this. I'll just join it up. I'm going to pin. Once I'm done pinning the crush, I'll go ahead to pin the side seams as well. But when I'm done pinning the side seam, I'll just mark where I want my zipper to end. Then I'll stitch from that mark downward. Once I'm done stitching the pant, this is what it look like at the wrong side. Okay, I'll just go ahead now to flip it out at the right side so you can kindly see what the pant is really looking like. That's the side that we left open that we're going to be adding up the zipper. Now for my waistband, I already went ahead to add an interfacing to it, and these are the two pockets I'm just showing you, so you should be sure that we added these two pockets. I'll just go ahead now to pin up the waistband to the short, and I'm making sure that I pin, therefore I'm pinning it in such a way that the part with the interfacing is going to be facing to the right side of the pan at the end of the day. Okay, once I'm done pinning it, I'll just take it to the machine and stitch. Oops, sorry. This part got missing. I don't know where it went to, but it got missing. But just take it to the machine and stitch it up. So this is the elastic I'm going to be using for the back of the short. Okay, therefore what I did was to take round my waist, which is 28. I divided it by 2, gave me 14. Then 14 and minus 2 inch from 14, I'll be left with 12. So I went ahead to cut my elastic at 12 inch. Therefore it's 2 inch shorter than half of my waist. I'll just come here to the side seams. Where we mark those side seams, I will kind of go ahead to pin that up there and hold it on. All right, just follow up what I'm doing here. Therefore you come to the side seam, you pin it up, you hold, pin the elastic in between the waistband. Then once I'm done pinning it, I'll just take it to the machine and stitch right on top here at that side seam. So that way I will be able to hold the elastic inside. So when I'm stitching and pulling, the elastic will not go inside. I hope I'm explaining myself well. I will go to the other side as well. I'm going to leave 1 inch because I need 1 inch for my zipper allowance. Okay, just hold the elastic inside like we did for the other side. Now I'll go ahead now to stitch my waistband with the elastic in between the waistband. Make sure you're not actually stitching on your elastic. Okay, only on the waistband, not the elastic. Just follow up what I'm doing. So once we're done doing so, this is what it look like. As you can see, the back of the short and the front of the short. and we have that opening right there. I'm really sorry for the fabric choice because you cannot really see the beauty of the work, okay? But just go ahead, follow up every steps, and I can assure you your own pant is going to come out well. So I'll go ahead to add a zipper. I'm not really going to be showing you details to detail on how to add that zipper because actually I'm using the camera really close and it's going to be very difficult for me to uh, actually show you on how to do so. So I'll just go ahead now, add the zipper and hem the downer part of the short, and you see what it's going to look like on me. Here I'm just showing you a quick way to pin the zipper. Then later on I will take it to the machine. I'm just going to stitch that up, everything quick, so fast. If not, the video is going to be too long, and I know most of you don't like long videos. So once I'm done doing so, I'll just go ahead, put it on. This is what the pant look like on me. If you want, you can actually make yours more free than this one, but I really love the way it came out. So this is what the shirt look like on me. Thank you so much for watching. You can even go ahead to do sport with it. I'm so happy with the shirt. Hope to see you on my next project. Bye bye.